joke and ran out, and I have to do the solo. So it looks like our races are getting ready. Oh, and they have started. According to SRL. Oh, there he is. There's Mr. Fast at Contemporary Christian.
How's it going?
It is going fantastic. How are you doing in the great early morning hours?
Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling good.
All right, so
this is fun. Let's go.
There's not a whole lot to say about Flash, so what I'm going to do is I'll get these guys as PBs. Up at the top left, you have kyleprecise. He's the underdog in his matchup. He has got a 30, where is he? 30 minute 10 second PB. Going against Tokyo, who's actually really improved recently, right? He's really gotten PB. He's got like a 20, he's like the last person. No, Polari has a 27.59. He's got a 27.58 PB. At the bottom, we've got llamapals who versus MadMega, who are licking their runes from the person that you hear next to me once I stop talking. Let's see. Llamapals is the favorite here with a 28.10 PB, and MadMega has a 31.25 PB. So it's at the top. You got a couple minutes difference in, actually less than that in PBs, and in the bottom we got a couple minutes. And with that, isn't that good? We're almost already through Flash, so we don't have to talk about it anymore.
Nice. So yeah, these are both elimination matches, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, they are. Well, they're both advancement matches too.
I mean, that's the glass half full approach, I suppose.
Yeah. Win and you're in.
Yeah, I mean, a couple minutes difference between the runners in both matches, but in both cases, we've seen the runner with the better PB have some pretty rough times in this tournament. So, as always, Rockman 2 is kind of anybody's game.
And MadMega is the one interesting case. He's the only fourth seed in a group so far to make it this far to have a win and have a chance to advance.
Oh,
so
that's interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the few things we'll be seeing. See if he can advance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're seeing three Heatman stages and one Airman stage.
Yeah, kyleprecise is going to Air. Why is he going to Air first?
So Air's going to be safer. I think it's about 10 seconds slower, but much more easier to execute. You get to ride these clouds rather than doing the item 1 across, which is pretty close to a minute death if you die there, which we're gonna see the other runners do next. You also get item 2 for the Yoku block section, so it cuts out a couple really difficult strats, and it's definitely more consistent.
All right, we see the early zipping. You're a good commentator for this because you run every Mega Man game, and you're on record of saying that this is a trick and walk game rather than have to do the whole game type thing. Does that make sense?
Yes. I mean, a lot of the stages kind of boil down to like two or three big strats you need to do, and then the rest of it is for the most part a little bit simpler. We see in this case though that MadMegaX has a little bit of trouble setting up the zip, so he's actually going to have to walk this screen.
This is probably the worst time loss without dying, you think?
Yeah, that one's pretty bad. And especially if you haven't done the screen is not trivial at all.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
we see that. Yeah. At this point, would you just rather game over or just? Well, he's on the second section. This is a tough spot to be in for MadMega.
Yeah, I mean you got to play this out. So. Hopefully he can pull through here. Yeah,
now, if you're seeing this, how does your strategy turn out if your opponent has an early time loss? What do you do?
I don't know. I tend to think it probably doesn't change things much right away. I think most people aren't going for stuff that's too crazy. I think you're starting the race with Rockman 2, kind of just going for all the things that are in your comfort zone. just because the name of the game for this game is consistency anyway. But
if you're llamapals, do you risk the soft lock and quick?
that's a good question. I know in my case, I would go for it. I think let's say you walk the corridor and it's something you're not used to. I mean, llamapals is a zipless runner originally, so yeah, I mean you could definitely cut out a lot of zips and put yourself in a better position. But I don't know. I think stuff like that is pretty safe. I think trusting in yourself rather than kind of deviating from what you've done in the past, like, might be the way to go.
Oh, and to let chat know, since this is a 4-way match and there's only 2 of us, and I'm not cross-eyed enough to be able to see both channels at the same time. I don't think Fast is either. So feel free to point things out that are happening, that are cool things or amazing things or whatever you see, because there's a chance we won't see it because it's 4 different screens. So feel free to do all that kind of stuff.
It will make this a group commentating experience.
Yeah, exactly. And no one's in the same spot. This is what makes it really. It's like, how do we tell who's in the lead? Like, no one's in the exact same spot at all.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Tokyo and Llama have both done solidly here. Not made any huge mistakes. Tokyo's been a little bit cleaner. Kyle has played well, but by virtue of his route, he's gonna be quite a bit behind Tokyo here. We see Tokyo entering his fight, and Kyle not quite at his fight yet.
And Heatman is a longer fight than Airman.
Yes, definitely.
So.
Right.
Proceed. Thank you.
Llama has a really good fight there. Kills him before he starts jumping over to the other side.
You know where MadMega is right now, with the 5-star. I know there was, and Kyle Precise was. I was watching a commentary with him in it, and I can't remember. It was Alt Insider, I think, who renamed the Time Stopper the Bedazzler, which didn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Because it's F, right? It's an F item, so it has to start with F.
Okay, so what's yours?
The Flasher.
All right.
What do you think?
I mean, no comment.
Okay, so I got a backup.
Oh, really?
Because, you know, it kind of sets up with Bedazzler, and
Yeah,
it's
just in case I really didn't like that one, huh?
Yeah. It's the fabulousness.
I mean, that's pretty close to Bedazzler, actually. That's
exactly. Yeah, and it fits better because it's the F, because it starts with F.
Okay, I'm gonna not go ahead and call it that, but if you wish to, I won't correct you. Put it that way.
So you prefer the fabulousness over the Flasher?
Yeah. I would say that's the better of the 2 options there.
Okay. All right. Looks like we got a biggie. Thank you. I was going to ask you about that. I'm guessing the llamapals did not go for it and just went for the second screen zip.
Actually, I missed that. I was watching MadMegaX actually kind of clutched out a fast air there. After his original setup went awry, and it can be really messy from there, but he managed to pull it off.
At this point, if you're MadMega, you're just going to go because of the back end of this run having tons of time loss problems. You're not, I mean, you're behind, but you're not completely lost yet.
Right, absolutely. You've never lost in this game. There's so many mistakes your opponent can make that cost like upwards of 2 minutes. I mean, there's not so many, but there's definitely some.
Even in the back end on the last stage, you can die to the alien.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you're out of bubble and have to die again, you know, all sorts of things.
Yeah, I think that was like pretty close to like a 9-minute teleport for Tokyo, which is really, really good.
What's that pace for?
That's like mid 27.
Oh, that's a solid run. He doesn't have that in his repertoire. Yeah, he does have a high 27, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he has a pretty good start in his PB as well, but yeah, I mean, I think I would consider this like PB pace for him.
Ooh, looks like MadMega's having. Oh, that's right. I remember Kyle Precise saying he does this. This is what I was interested in.
Yeah, this left side climb, huh?
Yeah, the left side climb.
Yeah, he's gonna get an E-tank and a 1-up out of the deal.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, he did. Oh no, he's got heat. That's good.
Llamapals having a little bit of trouble with this first quick zip, which is a pain to set up. That was one of the more annoying zips in the game.
We're now into Prissy compilation territory here.
Yeah. Alright. Tokyo being smart, stopping a few tiles early and just safely wiggling in. So you can
How
see...
safe is... Go ahead, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can see that... I mean, Tokyo has a couple considerations. One, he has a big lead, but also, I mean, when you have a chance to PB, you probably want to, you know, go for what you can. That quick fight was pretty rough, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were we going to ask?
How safe is the safe way to get through?
So, one-tile wiggles are extremely safe if you know how to do it. And so as long as you're not greedy about where you turn around, and as long as you don't panic, you should never over-zip that.
Okay. Or zip anything then, right?
Right. With the exception of, like, the start of the Wily 4 fight, that's a pretty tight window to zip out of the ceiling there in the right spot, but, yeah, you're not going to see everybody in the tournament that has, you know, consistent, safe one-tile wiggle, though. Like, Llamapals, if I'm not mistaken, looked a little shakier than Tokyo's, but I've seen Tokyo overzip in the past as well, so...
Alright, let's see how he does on the dog squirrels.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no. The second one, so yeah, that's going to set him back a little bit. So you can actually, after you overzip the second dog, you have to walk all the way back. Oh, he's going to use Flash, okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad move at all.
Yeah, I've seen some different things there. I've seen people switch to Metal Blade to kill the last dog. I've seen people stay on item 1 and zip over him. But Flash is an interesting one as well.
What is the benefit of a lot of extra lives picked up? Because I saw that quick. You see that kyleprecise did that with the heat with the item 2 to get that one up. So,
assuming everything goes perfectly, you take an intentional death in both Clash and Quick. Or sorry, Clash and Wood. So that puts you on 0 lives. Any other death that you take would be a game over. So, in some cases, some of these runners have died already, and they need to pick up the 1-ups just so they can do the death warps. But then, in other cases, if everything goes well and you don't take a death, it gives you some insurance against a really bad game over in, you know, say, refights. Like, you can die to the Wily machine and have to do the entire refights again.
All right, next question for you. I know this is kind of a kill the animals versus save the animals type debate, but I was looking at MadMega here, and he did an A trigger zip and failed it on the first quick zip. Why would you do an A trigger there? Can't you not fail it when you do a B trigger? And you have all the extra...
Yes, but the first quick zip, you actually already have 3 item 1s on the screen, so you can't shoot a third one. And so it pushes you up above the screen, and even if you were to wait for like the first item 1 to despawn, which would be really slow, you're not on the screen to shoot an item 1 with a B trigger anyway, so A trigger is really your only choice there.
I hope everybody learned here today. I would be a B trigger if I ran this game.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
What do you mean if? I think you mean when.
No, no. I've had enough problems with Mega Man over the... I like my new headset, thank you very much.
All the more reason to cleanse the palate.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like, Tokyo's having he's having a solid run.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it looks like Kyle is, he's on the same stage.
Yeah, Tokyo did wood for metal, and I believe Kyle did the opposite, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, how much, kyleprecise skipping that zip, how much does that zip actually save?
You're talking about the one on the bottom there? That's like a half a second, it's not much.
Yeah. so I don't understand why it's so popular for people to do.
Because it's faster. What do you mean?
It's faster. Well, the Rust 2 jet is faster in Bubble Man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's faster.
It's a lot easier though. The problem with the item 2 bubble route, I mean, first of all, the item 2 bubble zip, depending on how you do it, you have to either place a pixel perfect item 2 to the left, which is like kind of the more popular setup, but even if you do the other one and you're good at it, there's still a couple other things you have to do in the stage. Like you see Tokyo bustering these frogs here, and then this jump.
He's going for it.
Yeah, he's doing the item 2 route. It's not uncommon to see a death in that first screen. I mean, the people that have been doing it a while, you don't see it very often, but it definitely happens. And then even the item 2 through the shrimp screen is tough to do correctly without a lot of practice. So it's a lot of work for a little game compared to, you know, that bottom item 2 metal zip. You just got to place one item 1 correctly and you're good. Team A trigger for Tokyo.
Yeah, I saw that.
And llamapals with the B trigger.
Alright, let's see this fancy... Missed it.
Yeah, we see llamapals showing off the other route.
Yeah.
And we see...
All right.
We see... Well, does this answer your question, Darkwing?
Yeah.
So Tokyo's going to give up on it here. It's tough because, like, you don't know when to give up. You have enough health to try it and enough item 2 to try it for a while, but I mean, at some point, maybe you cut your losses and go. But
yeah, but if he knows where his opponent is, then he's free to even go to try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's more fun, absolutely, to do the item 2 zip route. So I mean, I can't fault anybody for doing it. It's an enjoyable strat.
So even though I was saying that it doesn't matter what the other racers are doing, it looks like llamapals has taken a lead.
Yeah, those are really steady, solid 8 robos there. Would say he's certainly on 28 pace.
But as we found out in the AGDQ relay race, the 8 robots are definitely less important, quote unquote, in a speedrun than the Wily stages.
Yeah, in a race in particular, I would say the Wily stages are where most of the separation usually comes in. But that's oh my god, MadMegaX.
He has to take the long route.
Yeah, he fell down during the big wood zip. Had to take a death, and presumably doesn't have any lives left to do it again. So he's gonna have to actually do the second half of wood stage, which. I mean, just like where he had the issue in Heat, if you haven't practiced this is actually pretty difficult. And he doesn't have like llamapals, for instance, has the zipless background in this game. And so if he had to do this, I would feel pretty confident in his ability to know how to play these screens. Whereas, this may be one of the few times that MadMegaX has actually played through these screens this way.
How scary is the end of the first Wily 1 zip, where you climb it, and you could, if you go too high, you soft lock yourself?
Oh, are you talking about that middle zip where?
Yeah,
you're not talking about the zip.
Yeah, there are 2 zips. Well, and then it's the second one of the first zip, where you go up halfway up all the way up the ladder.
Where you can get stuck in the ceiling.
High. Yeah.
That it's not that scary. It's pretty easy to execute if you're not greedy. It's actually not a soft lock though. You can fall from there and take a death, but it is pretty slow. So obviously not something you're hoping for. But it's pretty easy to execute. So MadMegaX had just enough health to get through there. Woodman does quite a bit of damage. And he was on 0 lives, so 2 health there. That was a pretty clutch kill. Otherwise, he was doing Woodman stage all over again.
Yeah.
Right. Tokyo and Llama both through Wily 1.
Yeah. Just be solid and don't take any terrible deaths, and good to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain stage strats you can do here. Like you can go pick up that item, like a refill on your item 1 to the left there. Like if you're Tokyo, opts not to do that. It's kind of insurance against mostly the last Wily 4 zip because that's a pretty tough one to fail. Let's say you fail it a couple times,
yeah.
then you're out of item 1. You have to walk that last quarter.
You have the stompers.
Yeah, and you're probably low on health for the Boo Beam fight, and then a death in the Boo Beam fight is catastrophic. But Tokyo not opting for safety there.
So how precise is this corridor here to get it where you don't actually get any drops?
Mega takes shows the dangers of B-Trigger there. Sorry, are you talking about the Leaf Shield corridor there?
Yeah.
It's reasonably precise to get the drops zipped off screen. But there's also some element of luck to it as well with the first one. According to Cypher, I asked him about this one because something I've kind of struggled with. But apparently, like the first one, there's a little bit of a random element to it, and after that, it should be all on you. If you get the first one, the rest of the corridor usually flows pretty well from there.
You're supposed to mash. I've kind of heard people like when I'm watching them, their controllers are like you can hear their controllers. It's like they're mashing.
Yeah, a pretty common way is you time the first one, mash out the next 2, and then you need to delay a little bit for the 4th one.
Okay.
But any strat where you can mash it to succeed is not that precise, you know?
Yeah. Alright, solid 2s.
Yep.
How precise is... I don't know if he's catching up, but he's not falling further behind, I don't think.
Yeah, he's staying within striking distance of a catastrophe.
Yeah.
That's really what you want to do at this point.
Though this isn't the stage for it.
Don't see too many Wily 3 catastrophes. Man, Kyle jumping fireballs.
Yeah.
Taming the dragon.
Alright, how many fish? There's 4 racers. We already got 1 fish. 2 fish. 3 fish.
You going all Dr. Seuss on me?
No fish. I didn't say. I was going to say bluefish there if it came out. I was going to say it.
I know you were.
Yeah. But we only got 3, so we got anywhere from 3 to 7 for this particular one. This is the first time though that we've been able to have 3 to 7. No, I think there have been some other quad races, but it's the first one I've seen.
Yeah, there haven't been too
many.
Kyle
Precise take a forced game over so we can get the item 2?
No, I think he did an alternate Wily 1 route to save his item 2.
Ah.
A nice 3 jump for Tokyo. I missed Llama there.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess 4. Because it looks like Tokyo picked up some time in that stage on Llama.
Yeah, there's not a ton to gain or lose time on there. Most of your times are going to be pretty consistent in Wily 3. Alright, see this climb.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at the Mad Mega for his item 1 zip here in Wily 1.
I have trouble taking my eyes off of Wily 4. Llama and Tokyo both killing it on the climb so far.
What's the difference in easy versus not easy? Or like consistent and top level for the climb?
In Wily 4, I don't know. I think you can have a really safe climb that's probably not much more than like a second or a second and a half. But there's a lot of movement in it as well. Like there's some variation even depending on the strats you do, if your movement is clean. Like the climbs are a place where you can pick up a lot of time if you're practiced and skilled.
Uh-oh!
Ooh.
Llama just had the fast, I think. I think that's what happened.
Man. Without the sound, it was tough to see what happened there. But yeah, If you just dropped in a pit and died, then that's a delay scroll.
Yeah.
Anybody in chat see that?
Yeah, I didn't see any like any of the. Yeah, it was a delay scroll.
Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't see.
Extremely unlucky.
Yeah, I didn't see any
race.
explosion, Mega Man explosion. Wow.
Yeah, so for anybody that's not familiar with the delay scroll...
You're perfect for that. You need to... This is all you here.
Yeah, I've actually had that in the tournament race before, but it's really uncommon. But basically in this game, there are times where you can transition into the next screen. Yeah. Oh man. Luckily, he's still comfortably in the lead here. It's unfortunate if a delay scroll takes the race away from you.
Yeah.
What's Llama doing here?
Let me take a look here.
Okay.
Alright.
Probably just like typing in IRC about his misfortune. Would he
yeah.
Yes. Anyway, but yeah, like you can transition in such a way, like either on a lag frame or something, where the game doesn't recognize that you actually hit the next screen transition and instead treats it as a pit.
Yeah.
And you just die, and it's really unfortunate. There are people that have played this game a while that say it has something to do with, you know, if you delay in the screen too long and you transition at the same time as like an item 1 despawns. I've heard some various theories. I guess I don't know the exact reason for it, but it is extremely uncommon. But I've seen it happen to even the best of runners.
But yeah, that's what creating a lead in the first few stages does, is let you absorb that.
Yeah, Wily 4 is a brutal stage. There's a game
over from Tokyo.
Luckily, that was a game over fairly early in refights.
Yeah.
He's still got a pretty comfy lead over Kyle as well here. At least that negates a potential game over against the Wily machine.
That's true. I was looking at it, he was having some trouble. He wasn't getting double hits with the air. What's it called? The air gun?
Air shooter, I think.
Air shooter. Okay, yeah. He wasn't getting double hits, so that was...
Yeah, speaking of double hits, Llama has a good Wily 4 fight there, saves both of his crash bombs.
Oh, does it? Yeah. Tokyo only had 1, I saw, so... That doesn't matter now, he has plenty of crash.
Yeah, he's got 7. I wonder, Cypher would probably know this. There. Let's say you game over. Is it faster to menu and use crash bombs against Quick?
Yeah, I was going to ask that. That was on my mind. Yeah, since you got the 7, do you bring him back?
And how difficult is that fight with, you know, shooting 5 crash bombs and then switching to Buster, or I mean vice versa, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't see how many fish kyleprecise had. Sorry, I saw no fish from MadMega though. Yeah, 0 fish. I don't know whether to feel good about that or bad about it.
Nobody knows. It's just something you call attention to for some reason.
Does that have any? Does that like add any lag or anything like that to have the fish come up?
I don't think so. I could be corrected on that. At first, I heard there was, like when I first started running this game. 3 years ago or something, but I think lately I've heard that it's not. There's no lag from it. Alright, Tokyo takes care of the machine. Got Llama and Kyle both on refights, that's fun.
Yep.
Refight's probably my favorite stage in this game. It's just non-stop action. This game is really quick about, you know, enemy iframes are really low, so the boss fights feel really quick, and then you just teleport out of these screens if you're standing on the teleporter so quick. Plus you have the option of grabbing the health versus not grabbing it.
Yeah, do you prefer that over the have to get the health?
I do, especially in speedruns. It creates, I mean, I don't know, it creates decisions to make throughout the fight of let's say you need health, and, you know, deciding which one to pick it up from, and if you want to try to push your luck, because the health pickups in this game are pretty slow. if you can avoid a large refill, you're saving like 1.3 seconds or something.
All right, Tokyo on the final boss here. Only bubble lead, or lead. I call it lead. I prefer lead. Works. And... no, I do like lead better. I like bubble lead better. I don't even know what I like anymore. But anyway, he completes it.
I'm glad you're working through this.
Yeah. 29.53 on SRO.
Yeah. GG to Tokyo.
Which is, yeah, good. The only sub 30, which is crazy.
Says a lot about this game. Yeah, I mean, you have a runner. Wait, does Llama have a 27? I don't think he quite does. He has a low 28.
No,
right?
he's like 28.10, I think it was.
I think he has a 27 in normal mode, but I mean.
Yeah, he's a 28.10.
But yeah, it shows the danger of this game. You know, Tokyo's about 2 minutes off of his PB and wins pretty comfortably.
Yeah. Alright, Llama on Alien.
Nice, good kill.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, good kill there.
Alright, GG to Llama.
Yep, Mad Mega is taking a death here. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I missed out on that one.
He missed the zip, it looks like, but... or he overzipped, maybe. No, he wouldn't be down there if he didn't overzip.
Yeah, if he died there, I'm guessing he's gonna die here as well.
Yeah, so he can restock.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a little confused by this one. Because that one item one, he had no item 2 and no item 3, and one item 1, which he just used.
So why not just try the fight?
I don't know how he's gonna actually get into the fight, unless he farms weapon ammo somewhere.
But Llama with a 30.48, which is 2.5 minutes under, behind his PB, so that's a lot of time lost in it. Like, even for like my game, Zelda, that's like 2 minutes is a pretty rough run.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously not what you're looking for in this game. Yeah. But it's just not uncommon. We've seen that from many good racers. And again, you know, they both won their first match, and they're looking to not be eliminated. So I think your attitude after winning the first match, even if it's not what you were looking for, is
Kyle. Come on there, Kyle. There you go.
All right, good job.
Making it very
to Kyle.
nerve-wracking. Yep, 32.27 on SRO.
But yeah, I think you have a bad run. You just breathe a sigh of relief that you got through, that it wasn't worse, and try to play your game next time.
I think Mad Mega is going to pick himself up and try again next race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do we have rematch? I'm not sure if they're going to go into a new race channel or rematch.
I'm not in the channel, but someone needs to record it in order for them to do a rematch. So I don't know who's in there.
All right, Fiesel is, so we're good. We're good.
Okay.
We'll probably get it rematched and go from there. So we'll get to the race number 2 quickly. Again, this is best of 3, and they're both 1-1 in best of 3 matches.
Right. That's not confusing to me at all.
No, totally. It's not. That's
Totally get it.
Yeah. So I guess to set it up, if Tokyo and Llama win the next match, they will be moving on.
Yes, they will advance to the elimination round, and if MadMegaX and Kyle are not able to even the series up and force a game 3, then this will be their last match of the tournament.
Now, I was actually having a conversation about this right before we started. Now, when we get into the elimination stage, seeds will be determined first by the 2-0s, which makes perfect sense, and then through PBs.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter at this point for them. It doesn't matter what their times are for the winners here. It just matters that they win.
Correct.
And then on their own time, try to best their PB so they can raise up the seedings that way.
Right. Yeah. I'm assuming the cutoff for that is probably when the first round ends.
It's tax day from what I was just told.
Ooh, nice.
Well, I guess it's not everybody's tax day. So it's April 15th. Or no, April 5th. I read one in there that wasn't. April 5th.
Okay. So not tax day. Anywhere. Yeah. Presumably.
Well, how do you know?
I don't actually.
Yeah. So it's not our tax day. That's the only one that matters, right? Is our tax day.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, I mean, I guess if you're advancing, you got a week.
Yeah.
Try to influence the seating somewhat.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're getting readied up here.
Good deal. We should probably see more of the same, I would think. I can't see anybody really adjusting their strategy based on what happened in the first race.
Mm-hmm. If I were kyleprecise, I would get to the start screen, but that's just me.
It's a good strat.
Yeah, that's the first thing I would think about doing when I, And there we go.
Yeah, I mean, all great speedruns start with very humble beginnings.
Yeah. Starting and going to the right stage.
Yep.
Which is not as easy as you might imagine.
So out of curiosity, if you're in a race like this and you start and go to the wrong stage, it's permissible to reset and choose the correct stage, right?
I would imagine so. It's a time loss to do that. I would imagine so.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen anything in the race rules about resetting your console, but...
Yeah. Because if you soft lock, you can password back to that stage.
Right.
I would say it's a similar concept.
I feel like that's an outlier special case, but yeah, I guess I don't really see any reason why you wouldn't be able to.
Alright, now that since I talked all through Flash last race, go ahead and take us through Flash this time.
Oh, thank you! That's very kind of you. So, yeah, Flash stage. This is pretty good. We're having a lot of fun. Look at all these people going through Flash stage. You know, even 4 people doing it doesn't make it any more interesting to talk about it. Kyle has his alternate strat here. Let's watch Kyle.
Okay. Is he going up over? Oh, he's not going up over.
Yeah, he's skipping the tin can.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen anybody else doing that in this tournament. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so loses you a little bit of time, but you don't have to worry about low health. Like Llama has low health right now. Yeah, if everybody wants to type in the chat your favorite thing about Flash Stage, then I would appreciate the assist. Alright, the boss fight. This is actually interesting.
I was caps locked, sorry.
I'm watching...
Oh, nice.
Right, Tokyo gets a flash in. So does Llama, very nice. All right.
Everybody's through, no deaths.
Yeah, no deaths. You see Kyle's extra health comes in handy there.
Yeah.
The music. Wow, we should have talked about the music. Darn. Alright, next time we know. Actually, if people like the music, we should just not talk during Flash Stage.
Again, when I'm doing commentary, it's no longer the bedazzler, because this is an F item, it's the fabulousness.
That's a thing I'm hoping doesn't catch on. Nobody's obligated to use Darkwing's terminology. He doesn't run this game.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna see an early use of the fabulousness from kyleprecise.
Stop.
You say 10 seconds, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's not a race decider on its own. When you start adding up enough of those safe strats, though, you get to the point where you really need your opponent to make a mistake if they're going for all the strats. But there's a high chance of people making a mistake in this game.
All right, let's see how MadMega does. He had to go. He did not get the zip last time, and it's not off to a good start here. He doesn't have that many more attempts with the use of the item 3 there. There we go. Nice.
Ooh, Llama takes a death. So he might... Let's see what he does here. He probably has enough item 3 to set this up again if he does it right. Yeah, that should be good, I think. Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the best response you can have to taking that Yoku block death. We've seen a lot of people die there and then either not have enough item 3 or not set up the next item 3 correctly and have to do that screen zipless, which Llama would be able to do. Although in zipless he would have item 2, item 1, so actually, even a zipless runner, I'm not sure how prepared they are for that screen. That was interesting there. I think Llama stopped... What?
I was looking at Tokyo's heat fight, and then I look over, you say Llama, and he's just standing there. Right,
yeah, he's standing there twice. I don't know what that was. That was interesting.
They're all through, well... It's looking like they're much closer this time, after the first 2 stages than last time.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because I think Tokyo had killed Heat before kyleprecise killed Air in the last race.
Yeah, that should... I mean, it should definitely be... yeah, I think that's closer. Struggling to remember.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. I didn't see that particular one with the Stomper, but yeah, this... What I really like about Mega Man...
he waited on the bullet the first time, but then the second time he waited also, which makes me think that it was unrelated. Because if you didn't want to take damage from the Stomper, you would switch to Flash.
Is the one thing I realize is the different damage values that enemies can do to you. I've always found that an interesting concept in most games. Oh yeah. You know, bullets do less, but the body does more. That's the common thing in Mega Man, I believe. Yeah. Anytime you come across an enemy or a boss where that's reversed, it feels weird. And deboosting is a pretty common technique across Mega Man. Deboosting in this one's later than the one, or is different than the ones in the later games, because you don't actually, in later Mega Man games, you get boosted the opposite direction of which you're facing, so you would like turn around to get boosted to the right. In this one, you get boosted in the direction the enemy is facing, and so. Like, for Fast Air at the beginning there, you're trying to do an item 1 and get knocked to the right by one of those Thunderlords. And so you need to actually get under him to make him turn around. That's what the wiggle's for, then. Yeah, the wiggle is to try to make him further left so that you can get underneath him. Otherwise, it's really, really difficult to get boosted to the right. Is it better to have a despawn than to... It's faster to despawn him. I think some people who do the little wiggle aren't even trying to despawn him, but that is the preferred method. That's I think originally where the wiggle came from. kyleprecise not doing the standard Heatman fight, which can cause issues if you don't get if you're used to like a 60 frame pattern. It's getting a 90 can be a nightmare. All right, he's through though. He's only about 15 seconds behind, maybe? Ooh, I'm in some trouble here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh! Okay. Okay. I don't know how Power Pack works, so I don't know how bad that was. So yeah, he's gonna take another crack at it here. Yep. He's got that puts Mega in the lead over there, right? Oh yeah, he was in the lead going into that fight anyway. Yeah, I was so for that for Mega's fight, he was at really low health going in, and he actually dodged all 3 airman patterns. Oh, I didn't see that. That's nice. Yeah. All right, let's see all these. Okay, second screen for kyleprecise. I think Tokyo went for second screens because he didn't do the second. Oh, he's really low on item 1, didn't he? No, he's good. Yeah. Everything's been successful so far. This is a much tighter matchup.
Yeah, we got quite a race on the bottom here.
Yeah. I mean, even the top is not within reason.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's not.
They've all hit their main things. They've all hit the like baby fast airs, the second screen zip clash zip. It's been.
Does Llama not have lives for this? So he's gonna show you the zipless strats for Clash. Yeah, so he has 0 lives.
It's not too much slower. It is a little bit, obviously, but it's not too much.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure how much, like, say, the second screen Clash zip saves.
Yeah.
But it definitely widens the gap between he and Mega.
Yeah. Definitely.
But it's definitely it's certainly nice to know how to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what the alternative would be. I don't think there's any stage you can do before this, like picking up a life. Without having to fight the boss with that. Sorry, say again?
Unless you're kyleprecise and doing heat first.
Right.
Whatever. So, explain Clashman's AI and why it's so manipulable.
Man, I wish I could explain it because it's there in the refights. It's a little odd at times, but what we do to manipulate it, what the new strat is to fire a shot to the left, and there's a couple different types of jumps that Clashman can give you, and you're trying to make him jump immediately rather than like wait and have him jump in the middle, because the old strat, which we saw Llama do, and actually he got a good pattern and killed him in 2 shots. If he jumps high with that pattern, with that fight, you can get the double hit, like jumps kind of straight up. You need him to do one of those jumps, but if he does the long jump twice, then you can't get the quick kill. So the strat that Prizzy came up with, that you see some people, Tokyo soft locked.
Where did he soft lock?
The ended. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that there's a lead change there. So we actually have, in both races, the person who lost the first race is winning this one.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you have to have those memorized.
But basically, to wrap it up, the new Clash fight just allows you to deal with either pattern.
Man, this puts Oh, kyleprecise must have died too.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Wow. This is MadMega seems to have missed the zip here, or didn't go for it, which is definitely on the his potential. Is he gonna fight him with air, or just gonna change to Clash? No, he's gonna change. I mean, air is the backup weapon, right?
I think Buster would be what you'd use there. You can use air. Air and Buster both do the same. But yeah, you can fire 3 Buster shots and only 1 air shooter. So typically, it's a little bit more unwieldy for that fight.
kyleprecise not getting the zip or not going for it either. I think strats are being involved here, like improvised strats for being ahead versus being behind here.
Yeah, it's. Come on, Tokyo. All right.
Okay.
Man, after I praised his one-tile wiggles at the last race.
Yeah, I know.
Serves me right. Last time I've ever believed in you, Tokyo. I don't think we saw a clean Quickman fight in any of these.
No.
It's a tough fight. Probably one of the hardest in the game.
I mean, his AI pattern is repeatable, but but his jumps aren't, right?
Yeah, I mean the number of jumps, like whether he shoots quick boomerangs or not, and like the height, the distance of the jumps, like all of that is there's only so many patterns he has, but it is random.
A trigger, Kyle Precise there. Is he? He's like in the no. It's Mad Mega's in the front, I think.
Yeah, he should still be ahead of Llama here. I think they're doing the same route.
Yeah.
I believe Llama caught up a little bit in that stage.
Yeah. But if you told either of them, I would say if you told either of them that they'd be ahead after, what, 4 or 5 stages? Both Mad Mega and Kyle Precise, they would take it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
That's all you can ask for. I mean...
Yeah. Especially as an underdog.
Yeah, take what you can get. And then you just want to be within striking distance when the castle stages hit.
I think you want to force them to play well in order
Right.
to beat you, rather than make a mistake to just let them come back.
That's usually my underdog mentality. Is like I want to make them play well to beat me.
Yeah.
I know when you're facing someone that's better than you in a tournament or has a better PV or whatever. Like if they do their best, if they play their best match, there's no way you can win. But at least force them to play well to beat you. That's really all you can do.
Oh, an interesting Mad Mega strat here for the dog section. He's heating him.
Yeah. So heat and then flash. Makes it so you don't have to do that little mini zip in the middle.
Mini zip.
Yeah. If you're not confident in the mini zip, which is it's not free.
Yeah, it's not trivial. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Llama go for it here. That should be enough. Wasn't the best mini zip, so I think it's gonna be pretty close, but I think you got it. Yeah.
Couple frames of leeway. Oh, looks like we might have a. Looks like Mad Mega had difficulty starting it.
So yeah, Kyle misses there, so he's gonna have to swap weapons here for this last dog.
Alright. It's looking like the bottom matchup is going to be near identical after they're on their, what, 5th? They've got, what, no, 6th.
I think, yeah, I think they might be on their 7th here.
7th, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think Bubble's the only
that.
one left for everybody, actually. After
Yeah,
this
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's on their 7th. Which is certainly different from the first race.
Yeah.
Wow. I think Llama took the lead there? Or, no, not quite. But this is really close.
Yeah, it's very, it's you know.
Yeah, that's like half a second.
Yeah.
And then Tokyo and Kyle are in their boss fights at the same time.
Yeah. So Kyle has gonna have a slightly bigger lead.
What happened to Tokyo there? Where did
Soft
Kyle
lock.
gain? No, I know that, but then Kyle died in quick, right? Where did they?
He didn't. But no, I think the soft lock cost more time than the.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
quick.
For some reason, I thought Kyle had given that lead back in quick, but
No, he hadn't.
okay.
Tokyo had a pretty bad, I think. Everybody had a bad.
I can't believe how close both of these races are. This is unreal.
Yeah, this is great.
So Llama gets the little hop over the crab there, which gives him the lead.
And then nails the. Well, not. He doesn't have to wait on the item 1.
And so now Tokyo versus Kyle here is coming down to the different routing. We saw Tokyo really struggle with the item 2 zip this last time.
Yep.
Which would certainly help Kyle out here. We look and see they're zipping at the same time.
Okay.
Oh wait, Tokyo's not doing item 2. I missed that.
Oh, I think he learned his lesson.
But yeah, Tokyo takes the lead. Wow.
That might have been a strategic thing, because now he knows he's like in a race. He better not go for it, rather than last time being, a minute or 2 ahead at least. He could go
could be. I mean, it's probably either that or just the struggles with it last time have convinced him that You know, maybe it's not his day for the item 2 zip.
Yeah.
With tricks that are as precise as the item 2 zip, it really is like, sometimes comes down to feeling. Like, do I feel confident with this today or not?
Mm-hmm.
Your muscle memory being off by, just a frame or two is going to be enough to not be able to get it.
And you can see why the favorites are the favorites in this race right now.
Yeah.
Because the execution is tighter. And so when all things being equal, they're going to do the tricks faster.
Yeah, I mean, like, Bubble wouldn't be considered to be a high execution stage, but we saw both favorites take the lead there.
Yeah. All right, good egg despawn. That seems hard. That seems like it's trivial, but I've seen people miss having the egg despawn and keeping the bird on stage.
Yeah. It depends on how you do it. If you set it up, it should be consistent. Some people will try to kind of like do it by feel. So we see Kyle turns the bird around and then goes with item 1. So
Llama missed the zip. Mad Mega gets it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, that'll.
Almost.
Yeah, that's gives time back to Mad Mega. I don't think either of them went for this zip. No, it looks like Llama is. He didn't get it. No. Yeah.
Wow. Staying close. That's awesome.
Yeah. Staying close.
Alright, see if Tokyo can get this open air zip. That's it.
Yeah, that looks good.
Very nice.
Yeah. I don't think Kyle got it. Got the first one. Doesn't look like he's going for the second one.
Yeah.
That one's quite a bit punitive. In more ways than one, not only do you lose time, but you lose your item 1s. If you miss the first zip, you don't lose any item 1s.
Yeah, the worst thing that can happen with the first zip is you kind of get trapped on the left, and then you need to corner jump over to the ladder, and then if you fall, then, you have to waste an item 1 to get back up as well.
Or a 3 if you want to do it that way.
But yeah, or set up the zip again. Okay. No dragon hooks so far, just need Kyle to do his fireball jumping. Okay.
There we go.
Llama changed his mind.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, that was a
Forgot about the Wily 1 escapades.
Yeah. See how it goes. Oh yeah, that's right. Mad Mega does the different strat, so he's using item 2. See an interesting divergence here.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid setup for Llama. Ooh, Tokyo. Having trouble getting over that little barricade, gets it there.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't understand, like, how you get over that barricade exactly, because it's been described as there being, like, a little lip. So, like, if you're kind of too close to the wall, you can't make it over. But after all those failures, Tokyo jumped straight from the wall up and cleared it. So I guess maybe if you have enough height, you can make it still. Like, I don't know. It's not like an overhang, I guess, but like probably the first barricade is a little higher than it looks. Whatever it is, it makes no sense to me.
Mad Mega having a difficulty on the item 3. That's gonna.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Everybody else looks.
Not the worst death. He's got to be careful about how much leaf shield he uses here. That refill probably helps.
Yeah. The downside is.
Ooh. So yeah, he's not gonna have enough for Airman now.
Yeah. The biggest problem is the loss of item 3. He was on it a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
He might just have to go for the refill at the beginning of Wily 4.
Yeah, I mean, you're switching to item 3 there anyway.
Alright, so Wily 2 has been a little bit of a separator here.
Yeah. So Llama the first one done with the fight, followed by Tokyo. We do have the favorites in the lead here.
Mm-hmm. What's the time save of doing the double kill? Double KO?
Like 5 frames. Totally worth it.
Yeah. 1/12 of a second.
Yeah. I mean, that could be the decider in this race.
Yeah, it could be. 100%.
Or it could just force a game 4 anyway.
Yeah. Alright, well. Bad Wily 4 can, again, change. 1 fish. Alright, they're all together now, so we can count the fish much easier now. 2 fish. 3 fish.
Speed Gaming's favorite game show.
Yeah. How many fish?
It's the little things that keep you entertained in Wily 3.
Yeah, yeah. How many fish are we at? I don't even remember.
We were at 3.
3, alright. 4 fish. 5 fish. That's how many I got. I got 5 fish.
Yeah, nobody guessed 5.
Oh, we also have some added dramatics. I'm just looking at the race channel here. Tokyo's in a thunderstorm right now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So he's hoping he doesn't lose power. So we got that dramatics going on too.
I feel like I saw the 5 too late, but okay, we'll have to award it.
Yeah. Alright. Man, that's such a hard... I'm terrible at jump mashing because it's hard.
So now that you know the match is close and you delay scroll death in the first one,
oh
is that on your mind?
That's a good question. Who was it?
It would definitely be on mine.
Yeah. Was it?
It was, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it makes you play any different. I mean, what can you do,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, like that would definitely be on my mind.
Yeah, Mad Mega getting that item 3 refill. And he's doing an item 1 refill.
Yeah, the separation is getting to the point where he needs some mistakes. So I think playing for consistency at this point and hoping for Llama to let him back into this race, I think would be smart.
Yeah.
No delay scroll there.
Yeah. Is it only on that screen or is it any vertical down?
I've seen it in other screens as well, but that's the common one. What are you doing,
Wow.
dude? Wow, that was...
Wow. Okay, alright. Tokyo's much more expected.
I'm impressed and a little shocked.
Yeah. Oh no! With Tokyo's made an error here. He's got to corner jump this back up. Or, ooh. How's he going to do this?
That's interesting there. I think I would ride the item 1 all the way up to the top.
Yeah. He's going to oh, he has to do the pause trick here to not get hit. He's got to make that corner. Okay.
Ooh, is
that going to get it?
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, nice. Man. Oh, that's too high too.
Okay. Well, he avoids the disaster here, but has no crash bombs.
Yeah.
And Kyle's close enough that could definitely make a difference.
Oh, and that's good.
Yeah, good job, Kyle.
Yeah, that's...
Beautiful fight.
Yep.
I didn't see if Llama escaped with 2 crash bombs.
I didn't either. Alright. It all comes down to No, it doesn't all come down to refights. That doesn't work in this particular one. It works in Team NC2.
Taking an intentional game over?
It's looking like it.
This is pretty bold here. I wonder if he knows that this puts him behind Kyle. He had 1 life left. This might be... This might be a bit of a miscalculation here. Yeah, he...
Alright. We have a lead change there for sure. Oh, Mad Mega did it. He has 2 crash bombs left. So that's good for him. Llama's got really low health.
Yeah, he's probably going to be looking... Oh. He's still doing the buffer jumps too.
Yeah, that's...
Man, this is pretty tense. Okay, so So Tokyo took his game over. But he's gonna need Kyle to let him back in this one.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't feel confident in the Wily machine without crash bombs.
Well, I'm certain he thought he had 0 lives. And was trying to avoid the game over and thought he could catch up. But even in the best case scenario, he was going to be behind. After, you know, even if he game over right away. So it's interesting. Okay, so Llama the first one into the Wily machine fight. Yeah.
Yeah, and his power pack issues.
Summons his magical power pack powers.
Yeah. That's gotta be so nerve-wracking when you do something like that. It's like, oh, what did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, yeah, like you're in the middle of trying to time like a precise shot, and then you're all of a sudden on the power pack menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Kyle's second to Wily machine.
Llama gets the zip set up. As long as he doesn't overzip here, should be in pretty good shape. Doesn't decide to crash this one.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to close this best of 3 out here.
Uh-huh.
Kyle does advance through Wily 5 before Tokyo. I think he can afford to not do this last zip. I'm curious what he'll do here. Okay, yeah, he's going to switch straight to bubble. So congrats to Llama.
Yeah, yeah. With a 30-12, it's almost like a He finished the first one.
It was 30-something, right?
30-48. Now he improved to a 30-12. So fairly good consistency there. Kyle Precise not zipping? I don't know if he did that on purpose or not. At this point, if he knows you're ahead, are you doing the zip if you know you're ahead, but by a minute margin?
Even a minute, like if you fail it, you're still okay. I don't know. Like it really just depends on what you're comfortable with. Mega uses his E-tank. All right. Oh, come on, Kyle. We want to see a third match.
Ooh,
oh, he has the E-tank. Oh man, yeah, he's good. GG.
And
Kyle.
there it is. Yeah. 31-14 for Kyle Precise. And then Tokyo here.
So yeah, you guys get some bonus Rockman 2 today.
Yeah. Tokyo finishes with 31-39. Now, will we get Llama or MadMega in for a quick interview, or are we just going to go to the third match?
I'm good either way.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I feel like I have to ask Llama about his Wily 4 gate crash.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, and see this final thing here by MadMega. He finishes in 32-42. Oh no, 32-13, which is a PB race PB by 29 seconds for MadMega. Which,
wow.
If you're going to lose in a tournament, race PBing by 30 seconds is the way to do it.
Yep. I mean, you know, you gave it your all.
Yeah.
Can't be disappointed in yourself after a showing like that. Yeah, congrats to llamapals for advancing to the next round.
Yep.
And thanks to MadMega for joining this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got more Rockman to play.
Yeah.
Man, those were really close. Two boxes being. I mean, compared to the first race, especially, where talking about 2-3 minute difference. But that one was close throughout on both. I'm really curious what would have happened had well, I guess if Tokyo did have 0 lives, I think that would have ended up. I think he probably would have guessed correctly that he could catch up after taking the game over. But yeah, had he played that out without the crash bombs, I don't know. I think he probably would have been okay.
Yeah, that would be an interesting question to have. Okay, so it looks like both Llama and MadMeg are going to let this one go.
Fair enough.
Well, and yeah, we're also having a discussion whether or not the Storm, whether we want to postpone the rubber match to where we don't have to worry about a loss of power.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I mean, there's still a week to get matches in, so.
Yeah, so we're discussing this right now. So we'll see what happens in a moment here.
Yeah, and nobody else is waiting on their match to complete. It's the last match of the group.
Yeah. So we're okay, so. Okay. Alright, it's looking like we're going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal, I'm excited.
Tokyo with the grand statement of, if power goes out, you win.
Wow.
Ah.
Got that looming over the match, huh?
Yeah, we got fun stuff going here. Man. All right, are we gonna be able to move it into just a single match box? I'm not sure.
I know in the past they've switched it.
Okay. Oh, there's not a power outage yet. There might be a power outage, but Tokyo's in a thunderstorm right now. So we have that looming as a possibility. Yeah, another factor of RNG for sure.
Yeah, it's like this game isn't scary enough.
Yeah, I know. This is yeah.
Got to worry about the delay scroll deaths. You got to worry about your your power staying on.
Yeah. Wow. All right. The race channel has started. So once we get caught up on the video, we're off. It's not weather for us to know.
Oh man,
Misha. This is the third. See, you've only dealt with me for single matches. Now we're getting into a third match. Everything goes off the rails.
I know. Gonna get a little loopy.
Oh yeah.
A little punch drunk by the end of this one.
Now we get to focus on like a lot of kyleprecise's unique routings.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, he does a lot of different strats. Probably more different, unique strats than anybody else in the tournament.
He's no Darko and doing like needle first, but it's in the similar vein.
Nobody's Darko.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not the best of starts to get hit twice.
Yeah.
By
yeah. We're gonna see the rare flash stage separation. Mostly because of Kyle's routing through here, since he doesn't take the optimal route through the stage. His health is probably lower than he'd like it to be anyway.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Based on past races we've seen, even skipping this guy, he would finish the flash fight with low health, so he's gonna have to be careful in the fight for sure.
How much does a Stomper do?
That's a good question. It's either 6 or 8.
Is it more than a big health refill, or the same?
It's less.
It's less, okay.
Yeah.
So he could theoretically have gotten that big health, gotten hit by the Stomper, and picked up a couple health.
Yes.
Yep.
He's putting his faith in his Flashman fight.
Tokyo's a good fight.
Looking good.
Got flashed, but
Just
get off of the Okay.
Flashman was out for blood there.
Well, he just wanted a hug.
He sure does.
Yeah, lots of hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Grab
he's a
him and
nice
hug him
person.
and name him George. Be his own little bunny rabbit.
That reference. I'm not placing it right now.
Oh, the abominable snowman?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no,
We're
that's
going way back. We're going
Wow.
way back.
I don't feel as bad now.
Yeah. All right, now we got again the we got the fabulousness from kyleprecise. I'm glad we got a third match so we can get more fabulousness.
Yeah, so you can just hammer that one like a nail into my forehead.
Hey, you didn't like the flasher. I was fine with going with flasher.
Yeah, no, that was pretty bad also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Tokyo having a pretty solid heat here.
Yeah. He had a solid flash too. I guess. I mean, good solid flash fight. Let's say.
Yeah, I actually don't think he got flashed in any of the 3 fights, so that's pretty good.
The fantastic CC. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, that doesn't work for me either.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Tokyo does a really good job with the Yoku blocks. Keeps a good solid pace through those.
I'm told that's not a huge time gain if you're absolutely optimal.
No, I don't know how much it is exactly. It's probably over a second or somewhere thereabouts, but definitely worth just making sure you stay alive through them.
Oh, that's interesting. kyleprecise despawned the first blower in that set of 2 rather than the last one, which is what's usual.
Yeah, it's different. Tokyo playing a little safer now that he's taken a hit in the fight, which is pretty wise.
Mm-hmm. See, this is about the time difference that was last time. In the last race, they were pretty equal in killing their prospective second bosses. So Tokyo has a lead here.
Yeah, Heat is certainly a longer... well, I guess it's really just a boss fight, I think, that's longer. But split-wise, I think Heatman's like a 10-second longer stage than Airman or something like that. Maybe a little bit more, even. I think the difference between the best gold split in each of those stages is like 15 seconds or something.
So I would call it a solid lead right now for Tokyo?
Yeah, he's in good shape. As we would expect. I mean, again, just from routing, but then also the fact that the Tokyo's movement's a little bit cleaner.
We are talking about a high 27 runner versus a low 30 runner.
Sure.
So far, so.
Let's see if you can get the fast air here.
Ooh, that's interesting. Oh!
That's what happens, man.
Yeah.
That's greedy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is he gonna just game over here?
Yeah, he's gonna take the game over.
So we get to see
I'm
three
actually-
times.
Yeah.
In this race, the fabulousness.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now that go ahead.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, when a kid does something badly and you're not supposed to call attention to it so that he doesn't think it's okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure why I just drew that parallel.
Yeah. Are you talking about the fabulousness or going for greedy fast air?
I guess either. So we'll see what Tokyo does here. It looks like he's gonna granny air. But I mean, considering he was in the lead, I think he went ahead and made this race more interesting for us.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tokyo.
Yeah. He went for the blowout. Now he's behind a little bit. So fast air like that doesn't save you that much. It saves you what, 4 seconds maybe?
I mean, doing it the way he was trying to do it versus taking all the damage boosts is like 1.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds.
Interesting jump through there. The first shot from Heat.
Wow, Kyle going in.
Doesn't seem like a good pattern from Heat. Not any 30s really. 60s there. There's a 30. Oh, he can hit twice. Okay.
Yeah, he used a flash on the stomper.
All right, so with that fast air death, looks like kyleprecise has got about what, a 15 to 20 second lead.
Yeah, something like that. So you would expect Tokyo to be able to make up that difference again, just with the strats he uses and his experience with running this game at a high level. Even though he picked up this game in January,
but he's experienced with Mega Man in general. He's an ex-runner.
Yeah, quite a good one. Anything he picks up, he gets good at pretty quickly. He puts a lot of work in and is very skilled at anything he does.
All right, let's see how they do on their clashes here. I think they were both going for second screen.
Tokyo's been doing Big E. At least he did in the first race. I think he tried to in the second as well.
Oh, he is going for it. Here.
This is something like 4 to 5 seconds if he hits it.
And he gets it.
Got it.
Yeah. Good on him there.
Yep. He's not going to be behind by much.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Almost all of that is caught up now.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep. You see the cleanliness of the movement there.
Yeah, this stage is certainly a separator, not just for strats, but there's probably more movement in this stage than in any other stage in the game.
And they transitioned at the same time. It was just unfortunate for kyleprecise that he was going downward.
Yeah, it's usually not in your favor.
Yeah.
They call it a clash climb. Wow, really good stage for Tokyo. Not an easy stage to execute that cleanly. I guess Kyle should have been more focused on his climb and less on who had the music. That was a good about 15 seconds, I would say, here, just in one stage. Though Tokyo had problem with quick last race. Let's see if that repeats itself in this one. I feel like I'm the one being called out here by kyleprecise and not you. Oh, man.
Although, I think the get wrecked fast kind of belies my statement a little bit.
No, I'm willing to direct that one at you as well.
Oh, okay.
There's some ambiguity there. Enough ambiguity for me to pin it on you.
Sure.
Alright, Tokyo sets up the first set very well. Kyle going for the zipless quick.
At least that's what he says. Let's see if he...
I mean, he's on air, I guess. I'm inclined to believe him here.
Ah, okay. Alright.
Alright, Tokyo. Make me proud. We have a common enemy now.
2, 3, 4, okay.
Scaring me, Tokyo.
Yeah.
Alright, so we avoid the soft lock. That's good. You never want to see that in a race. Like, even to make a race tighter, I really just... It's such a bad feeling to soft lock.
kyleprecise isn't even doing flash strats. Is he going to, like, flash quick man?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Air's a weapon that works well on the Janky Makers earlier in the stage and on the Stompers. So it's a pretty good weapon if you're just going to use one through the stage.
The what makers?
Janky? I don't know how it's pronounced.
Huh. Sounds janky.
Yeah, pretty close to that. Guess I need to enunciate more. Man, we're not seeing. Have we seen a clean quick fight in any of the 3 races?
Know.
From like, I think we saw 10 runs without a good quick fight.
It's a tough fight. All right, dog scrolls.
So if you have, nice left-right wiggle into the transition. If you have the extra 1-up, the dog scrolls are not that scary. I think the most you can lose is like 20-25 seconds. But if I'm not mistaken, I didn't see Tokyo get a 1-up in this run. I didn't see him get it in previous runs either. So, oh no, he does have a 1. No, he didn't. So yeah, if he had overzipped the first one, he would have had to play the entirety of Woodman's stage. So pretty bold. A lot of people you see go for the wood zip, the dog scrolls there, will pick up a 1-up and quick just for safety, because overzipping that first one is such a potential disaster.
I was hoping kyleprecise would go for that half-second saving zip just for spite. But
we've seen a lot of spite from kyleprecise so far.
Yeah, we have. I was like, if I were to say so, I would say Tokyo had a good wood.
Yeah, it was a good wood. Good scrolls, and good setup, good fight.
Tokyo was saying in the was it, I'm not sure which chat it was, the IRC or here, that he had his 30-minute time. So I think he was getting serious now.
Everybody just gets 130? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Nice zip setup there from Tokyo.
He's looking a lot cleaner this particular time through than last race. I mean,
yeah, he just it's really just been the fast air death. That one's pretty costly, probably cost him like 50 seconds or something, but everything else I think has been pretty clean. Obviously we saw a little bit of difference in the routing there. Kyle, they're both on their 7th stage. Tokyo nearing the end of his... Kyle got a little bit of ways to go here.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna have to do something to the 3rd dog.
Yeah, has trouble with the triple dog flash again. That little mini zip, it's really easy because like screen transitions are slower than they seem. Like it freezes and then it transitions and then it freezes again before you get control, and it's really common to want to do that first input too early.
Okay, you didn't qualify it because you said, oh, that mini zip is so easy, and that's how you ended it.
Oh, is that I missed? I didn't say that.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're firing back.
Yeah, that was unintentionally fired. I guess my subconscious is firing back at Kyle.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kyle paused a little bit too late to extend that zip to the ladder, but he caught it and managed to pause an extra time and reach the ladder that way. So very alert play by Kyle there.
I was very interested to see what Tokyo did here because he's got a fairly solid lead if he would go for item 2 zip again, and he's not. He's just going with the standard no zip and just metal blade through the frogs.
Yeah,
That'll be an interesting question to ask him if we have an interview with him, if his thought process on those.
Yeah, I wonder if this is related to the first time where he had trouble with item 2 zip, or maybe with the decision to go for fast air, and that was like, he was going to go for maybe all the PV stuff until, hitting a stumbling block, and then maybe backing off from there. I don't really know.
Yeah. Let's see. You like to time teleport, right? So we'll see what the time difference is at the teleport. It's a pretty good lead.
Yeah. Yeah, Tokyo's in pretty good shape here. But I think Kyle's still within striking distance.
I was gonna say if he dies here.
Oh my goodness.
Problem.
So the shots do 2. The bubbles and Bubble Man himself do 4. So he just needed to avoid the 4 damage hit, which he did not particularly gracefully, but he did.
17-21.
Okay. Solid 28 pace. Oh, Kyle gets hit by the fish there, so he's gonna be low on health as well.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in kind of a. I can't tell if that's 5 health.
I think it is. I think it's 6.
Okay, yeah, the waterfall is playing with me.
Yeah.
I think he's in a similar position as Tokyo here then.
No, it's 5. You're right. It's 5.
Yeah, he can take two hits as long as they're both from the little spears or whatever the heck he shoots at you.
Yeah. 6 is no different from 5 in this.
Okay, so he moves out of the way and he's good.
Yeah, that was solid there, I think.
Yeah. I think he had enough iframes to just shoot the upshot, because he actually started that fight off really well. But I can't blame him for not wanting to take a death there.
Alright, first zip here.
Very good.
Looks good.
Yep, got the instant push up too.
Oh, yeah, nice.
If those item 1s are like the correct distance apart, it'll push you up immediately. Otherwise, you get pushed up and then kind of need to get pushed up again. You can't start the vertical zip immediately.
Looks good.
Yeah, really impressed with Tokyo's play in this run, other than
fast air.
The fast air death. Yeah.
He's earning it this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not being given it. He's going out and taking it.
Yep.
How good's his mashing?
Tokyo's pretty good masher. So I'm pretty sure he probably double mashes Bs in Mega Man X. So does he do that here? That looks like double mash to me.
Yeah. Oh, he's
yeah. Kyle's in plenty good shape to emerge victorious from this race, but he's obviously going to need some mistakes from Tokyo later on in the run.
You have a lot of hope as an underdog in Mega Man 2, I think, because of how the difficulty.
Yeah, there's. I don't know if it's too different from like Zelda Level 9, for instance, where like you're always in it because catastrophe can always befall your opponent.
Yeah. Like the last 90 seconds of, say, Mega Man 3, are pretty trivial.
Yeah, I mean, like, you'll see people lose 10 seconds maybe, but, like, nobody's gonna lose minutes.
Yeah. Even maybe something like Link to the Past is not... at the higher levels, there's no problem in Ganon's Tower.
So, yeah, I think that makes for a really good tournament, really good race game.
Did he want to do that?
He didn't look like he wanted to do that.
Yeah.
He was unsure when he landed up there, like, do I go back down to the bottom, or...
Yeah.
But yeah, you're really safe on the top block as long as you don't jump. Even if you get hit by a fireball, you get knocked onto the middle block. If you do jump, I'm not exactly sure what happens. You might still be safe, but I know for sure if you get hit with a fireball while you're stationary on the block, you get knocked down. You're okay.
Solid Wily 2. Tokyo, no worries, really.
Can't say that probably anybody else in the tournament item 1s over those.
I don't think anybody else item 2s without game overing.
I think that's a little bit more common.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I can't recall if there's anybody in this tournament that does it. But yeah, saving your item 2 for this stage is definitely a strat.
right. We can only have 4 fish this time, guys. Only 4. So
yeah,
you have a
if
better
guess
chance
5 or
of
higher,
winning.
you lose.
Yeah. I'm still gonna say 5.
Okay.
Someone's gonna die after the fish.
Ooh, that is really bold based on where the
Yeah.
checkpoint is.
Yeah. 1 fish. 1 fish.
So Tokyo would need to die like right here. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly where the checkpoint is. It's somewhere during the spike fall. Might be like this screen here or something. It's really weird. Like I think you spawn just like in the middle of the water. It's not a death you see very often. So we've seen a 3 jump and a 4 jump from Tokyo. See what he can get here. Kyle pushes his way through Wily too, so almost a stage lead for Tokyo here. Very nice.
Man, like first 2 hits didn't even hit either. I don't think.
Yeah, that was a pretty clean 3 jump.
Yeah.
Difference
Alright.
is somewhere probably between like a minute and a half, I think.
Oh, I forgot to get his teleport time for. Oh man,
Oh,
I
now it's
failed
over.
as a commentator. But I still have the fish. I still have that.
Still have that running count.
Yeah. One fish.
Kyle can get any fish in his last run. Ah, okay.
2 fish.
The fish shows up to bless the run. Actually, he didn't get any fish last time and he won. It makes me wonder about what those fish actually mean. Or if they mean anything at all. It's almost as if they're pure nonsense.
Nah. Nah.
No. Okay. Maybe if you insult the fish, they curse you with bad luck.
You do know that. Oh God, no! How could I do this one? That. No. It's like I just had this weird like where you know when pies go to the bathroom to come out fish because it's
What the heck are you talking about?
because you got Pisces, like a combination of pie and feces. And...
I usually don't get to see the DWD pun like as an active mental process from start to finish.
No, I had that in my mind. Like, how can I go with that? How did I even think of it?
Usually I just see the finished product, so that was a good insight.
It was like, and you can't ever like, oh, this is so bad I can't even say it, and then not say it, you know?
Right. Hey, good fight for Tokyo.
Yeah. Thank you for saving me, Tokyo.
Really good Wily 4. Putting the pressure on Kyle.
Let's see if Tokyo game overs in Wily 5 on purpose.
Yeah. I didn't check his life count. I'm not sure if he did either. Usually he has 0. And so a death would be a game over. Alright, he's just gonna go for it. He has 2 crash bombs. That probably was the primary factor last time.
Yeah. Good quick fight.
Yeah. Spoke a little too
A
soon.
little bit of
but
damage.
still.
That's a fast quick fight.
Yeah. I'm curious to see his life count, because really what Kyle needs is for Tokyo to take a game over against Machine. I don't know that would quite even things up, but it would come very close. So... Okay. Tokyo avoids taking the second bonk against Woodman. He was pretty close to it there, but jumped away in time. Alright, Kyle manages to set up his zip. Nice. Nice, safe wiggles. Very good.
Not the best of their patterns. Okay. Oh, he just sat there and gave him the damage.
Yeah. Otherwise, you run out of ammo. Ooh, yeah. Kyle's in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
He should... I think he has enough items. He's got to be a little careful here, because he didn't set up the damage transfer there.
Yeah, he's just gonna go over. Now he has to item 3 out of here.
Yeah, so he's probably going to try to set up the... Ooh, nice corner jump.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so he's good.
So he has 1 extra. That'll be an interesting decision he makes in while they fight, especially if something happens to Tokyo on Wily Machine.
Yeah, Tokyo did a good job of making sure that he stayed at full health. So full health,
Yeah.
both of his crash bombs, he should be good. Gotta put yourself in position to succeed. That was a very good first crash bomb. It's like really high up there. Okay.
Right.
So Tokyo just has Wily 6 left between him and advancement.
There are much easier final stages to have for advancement in a tournament.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, he needs to beat the power outage boss now, yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't be safer.
I think a little safer.
Yeah. Let's see kyleprecise crash the door in Wily 6.
Sounds like a challenge.
Alright, a solid. The best round of the best run of the session here. 28:40 on SRL timing.
I'm pretty sure that's a PB without the fast air death.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's probably about 50 seconds that he lost there.
Yeah, really good run by Tokyo there. Yeah, he definitely earned that advancement.
Yep.
100%.
GG to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Saved his best for last.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Kyle decides to do with his health here. With 1 crash bomb, you want to be a little bit more cautious.
Which is the best thing to do? Crash the first phase or second phase?
I prefer the crash bomb on the first phase. It is an extra menu, but it allows you to position the Wily Machine a little bit better. I think technically it would probably be faster to crash bomb the second if you do it right, but okay, so he's gonna E-tank here.
Okay, alright.
Means he doesn't have it for Alien like he did last time.
Oof.
So like now he has to wait for Wily Machine to come all the way to the left because you need to crash bomb him when he's going to the right. Okay.
Alright, he's through.
Yeah, Tokyo confirming it would have been a PB if he didn't die on air, which, I mean, it makes sense to me. That run was really solidly executed.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, there were no, like, time loss mistakes, really. I mean, like, all the zips were clean.
Yeah, probably, you know, a couple 5-second mistakes here and there, stuff like the
Yeah,
quick
but maybe getting
fight.
hit by a shrimp or something, you know, bubble man, something like that. But, yeah.
We see last time that Kyle decided to skip this zip because he had the lead. This time he goes for it. I think he was trying to crash the door for you, Darkwing.
Yeah, I know.
This death is on your hands.
Well, so would the next one be on my hands as well?
Oh, they're all on your hands at this point.
I got a lot of hands.
Yeah.
People give me hands all the time. Too bad.
Yeah.
He's gonna technically crash the door?
Yeah, he crashed it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Kyle can finish this one off. Minus the E-tank here, he's gotta be precise with his shots. He ran into a little bit of trouble last time because he missed a couple bubbles. Nice, good job, Kyle.
He was precise enough.
He was. Well, that was a fun best of 3.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lots of good things in that one. If Llama and Mad Mega or Mega Man X, however he wants to call himself, wants to come in for an interview, they can still do so. And of course, Tokyo and kyleprecise, feel free to come in as well. Can you believe this went 3 races? Well,
yeah, Kyle didn't go down without a fight for sure.
Yeah.
Had his, I think he had his strongest of the 3 races when Tokyo had his weakest, but
yeah.
Kyle definitely kept the pressure on, making Tokyo have to execute to advance. So.
Okay, kyleprecise went 30-48. No, that's Llama. 32-27. 31-14. And 31-51. So yeah, his best one was the one he won.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, congrats to Tokyo on advancing. And then
congrats to Llama as well for.
Yeah.
How do we get him in? How do we get him into the commentary? Okay.
Oh, can they not just join?
Hey, we got him in.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. If it isn't the bedazzler himself.
This is Tokyo. Yes, very good. Yes.
Oh yeah, this is totally Tokyo. Totally Tokyo.
Sounds like Tokyo.
Yeah, sounds like him, acts like him, is totally Tokyo. What's your second? What's the second boss you go to in Mega Man X?
The penguin. the chameleon.
Yeah, story checks out.
Yeah, totally checks out.
I've been playing with some optimizing routes lately.
Oh,
off stream.
We need to get Tokyo in on. We need to get him a role so he can.
Yeah.
Get into a channel so we can actually drag him in here. I don't think I have the ability to do that.
Infinite Zero has been busting my chops all night. That was so fun, guys. You were great at commentating. I was listening the whole while, and there was that one pun that you set up. It was like a freaking zip. That pun. It took me doing a zip. It took you so long to set it up, and it was during Wily 4. So I'm trying to hear updates on Tokyo, but I also want to hear the end of this pun. Oh. And then you deliver the pun, and it's great, and I start to laugh.
Oh. I don't remember.
But everything went fine. You know, my boss fight, that wasn't your fault, DW. I had already gotten the laugh out of my system at that time, but I love puns, so it was an honor to have you commentating this race.
That was a really fun best of 3 to watch. Thanks for pushing in an extra game. I can tell. So you were listening to the broadcast, and you were, obviously checking for updates. It definitely seemed as if you were kind of tailoring your gameplay a little bit to the lead when you had it. Did you play any differently when you're behind?
So I tried to play exactly the same way in all 3 races.
You did? Okay.
The only difference I can think of making would be that 1-up at the top of the left clash climb. If I had gotten a lucky drop, or I had gotten the one on Heatman stage that I sometimes miss, then I might not grab that, especially if it's close. But other than that, my motto in races is, okay, what level am I at, or in tournaments, what level am I at entering the tournament, and then just grind at that level until the tournament is over. So I was hoping for mistakes from Tokyo to win.
I think that's usually a good plan. Like, you're going to make up a big deficit if someone else makes a large mistake, and you just need to capitalize on it. So does that mean that, like, in Wily 6, you were just trying to set up the zip for Darkwing, or what?
I was just trying to make it last a little longer.
Gotcha.
And I thought, like, 2 seconds late, in practice today, I got the double KO on Alien, and I was thinking, oh, I should have gone for that. I'd love to go for the Buster only fight on Alien, but not very fruitful.
Yeah, just hit him 27
You
times
should at
with
least
bubble
try-
and then shoot him once with Buster.
Yeah. Tried
But
it
the
once
most-
or twice, you know.
The most devastating thing tonight for me, other than facing Tokyo, was in those first 2 races. I always turn the lights on and flash with no trouble. And then both those first 2 races, I had to go for it in the dark because something went wrong. So I've really got to figure out what I'm doing wrong on that screen.
Yeah, it can be tough. I mean, when it's something that never goes wrong, like you just don't get practice with it, you don't think you need it.
So that's why I went zipless in the last race. So.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear much of that interview because I was trying to get Tokyo in because that's
Yeah.
a more interesting one for me.
Oh yeah.
So...
Me too.
Hello?
Hey, he made it in. Nice.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
Tokyo.
It's Tokyo.
Hello.
All
Hi,
right, our first
Tokyo.
question. What got us the most is what your Bubble Man strategy for the 3 races.
I wanted to do the zip, but I couldn't do it, so I gave up after the first race.
All right. Because we were wondering if you were ahead in the first race by quite a bit, and then you were like tied in the second race. Oh no, don't want to do it when you're tied. But you had a kind of like a minute lead in Bubble Man on the third one, and was wondering if that was ever on your mind to try it again.
Nah. I just saw I was like, I messed it up like 3 or 4 times in the first race, and I was like, that's enough.
Can you walk me through your refights in game 2?
I was like, well, I don't have any crash bombs, so I'm gonna game over. But I didn't pause to check how many lives I had left. So when I took my first death, I was like, okay, I probably got an extra life. And then I got my second death, I was like, I'm an idiot.
So
Gonna die again.
did you know how close it was? Because even with the game over, you were going to put Kyle in the lead.
No.
Okay.
I just
You just thought that was
went
gonna
with
be
my instinct. Was like, oh, I don't have any crash bombs, so I'm gonna take a quick game over on heat. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I had 2 extra lives.
That was high drama. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
like that lead switch in Wily 5. That was really interesting.
Thank you, Tokyo, for giving
Yeah.
the people what they wanted. Game 3.
Game 3. I had to pull off a 30+ minute run. It's Rockman 2 after all. It's impossible. Unless if you're like Cypher, who gets like 26s in races.
So then I guess the other question I have is the mentality with going for fast air in game 3.
I just wanted to do like the strats I usually do for runs, except for like item 2-zip on bubble. Because I do fast air now, so I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. If I die the first time doing it, then I'll just take a game over and go for granny air.
After that, though, you just like ran through the game.
Yeah, because the reason I was doing fast air in these races, because when I was racing Nero, I decided to be safe. I wanted to do safer strats, and that's what cost me a lot of the runs, because I did the safer like Yoku blocks and safer airman stage, but since I didn't really do them that much in runs, it just totally threw everything off, and I kept dying everywhere. So I just said, you know what, and then my next races, I'm just going to do all the strats I do in runs.
Yeah, a lot of times the safest strat is the one you're the most comfortable with.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was kind of a theme for us throughout the races, was what are people comfortable with these races.
Man, I'm gonna miss some Kyle Precise strats in this tournament.
Yeah.
Kyle leaving the tournament, like 10 unique strats have left the tournament as well.
And now I have to unlearn them all because now I'll be going for the 29 in my attempts. So I have to learn the right climb and
baby,
do all the
sub 30. Let's go.
So you're sticking with Rockman 2 after the tournament, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh baby, good to hear.
Awesome. Well, what was I going to ask Llama? There was one thing that he did that we were going to ask him.
I was curious about his door crash in Wily 4.
Oh, that's right.
In game 2,
right.
that was pretty cool.
Well, he stopped his wiggle like a good half.
Like 7-8 tiles away, and then just
Yeah.
like, crashed it from there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was
we
probably an
both were
accident,
like-
but
yeah.
it was pretty hot.
we both saw that like what, and we were like all excited for it. It was amazing.
But yeah, I don't know, any thoughts you guys have?
Yeah. Any final things or?
Rockman 2 is impossible.
Can agree with that.
And you get to do it a couple more times at least, right?
Yeah,
remind
Tokyo.
me.
Yeah.
Don't
So
remind me.
are you playing through the end of the tournament, or what's kind of your plans with Rockman 2?
Well, I just want to, play through the rest of the tournament. I might be done for speedruns for a while, because Tiki dragged me into the casual life.
Oh, God.
Rockman 2 has killed speedrunning for Tokyo. The shame.
No, Fortnite's killing speedruns for
Don't go
me
down
and
the Tiki path. That's a dark road.
Oh no.
Yeah.
These every night sessions of Fortnite with Tiki's been killing me.
Well, congrats to both of you. Again, I had a lot of fun watching these races, and sad to see you go, Kyle. And
I'll be around.
Yeah, we'll get to hear his commentary. What do you think of my reasoning for calling it either the Flasher or the Fabulousness?
I had no opinion on that except it got under Fastest skin, and that's always fun.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
you two have a lot in common. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. I've yet to make up my mind on that one.
So, I will do a little bit of hyping up for stuff coming up on Speed Gaming 3. What do you think is on Speed Gaming 3 right now? If you had to take a wild guess of what's going on Speed Gaming right now, what do you think it is on Speed Gaming 3?
I'm just gonna say Link to the Past randomizer because
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
You're almost there. It's Link to the Past, No Major Glitches tournament.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. On Speed Gaming proper is Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer going on right now.
Oh, they gotta be. Aren't they close to the finals?
I think so. I know they have it scheduled for. They've got 2 scheduled sessions of it. So I'm not sure. Right now is Sky Bills and Classic Gamer 88. Yeah, I think that's near the end, and then Mitch versus Dougfist, which is.
Yeah, I think that's the 3rd place match in the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah. So they got a big thing going on over there. Super Metroid's on Speed Gaming 2. Coming up here on Speed Gaming 4 in an hour is Ori All Skills Tournament. And after that will be Zelda 2. So it's like, and we have Rockman. We have another Rockman 2 tournament. Sinister versus Beef Watson.
Beef.
Ooh, that should be fun.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's coming up at in an hour from now on Speed Gaming 2. Good stuff coming up tonight. What's the Zelda 2? It's the weekly race. Okay, it's the weekly randomizer race. Coming up later tonight. So lots of good stuff coming on tonight.
Yeah. And then as far as the Rockman 2 tournament goes, there's a couple matches tomorrow. Zaraki versus Ahmad. We have Colonel Fatso versus Orsa. And then some more matches coming up this weekend. So a lot of group stage still being played in the Rockman 2 tournament.
Yeah, the Zaraki match is pretty early it's like 11 a.m. Eastern, I think.
I think 9 Eastern, actually. I mean, that's what's on
9?
the schedule. I'm not sure if that's... I think there was some dialogue about that one.
Yeah, but it's since Zaraki is Japanese, it's kind of hard to. You got a big time zone difference here, so.
Yeah, these are some high profile matches. Sinister and Beef and Zaraki Ahmad, Fatso Orsa, all good stuff. Farrell and Shoka coming up this weekend.
So great. Well, thanks everybody for coming out and watching tonight. It's always fun to have Fast here and helping out, even if he's asleep during the beginning of it.
Yeah, I mean, better late than never, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's better than some of the Zelda tournament stuff, which we won't get into.
Oh man.
Yeah. But that's always fun.
Thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting this. It sounds like Fiesel. I wasn't in the IRC channel, but it sounds like he was taking care of business as usual. So
As
Fiesel's
usual.
quite the hardworking man. Thank you for all your help. Thank you, Darkwing, for joining me here.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for the runners. I guess we should thank them for making it fun for us.
I think I disappointed Fast a lot.
You entertained me, Tokyo. You entertained me.
Dude, I'm like soft locking on quick way too much. I need to work on that.
Yeah, those one-tile wiggles, man. That last run was really good. Your execution was really high level in that last run.
Yeah, I just wish that airman death didn't happen.
You made me proud in the end after like an hour and a half of disappointment.
Wow.
But yeah, thanks everybody. I think that's all I've got.
All right, then we'll call it a night. Thanks everybody, and rock on 2. Huh? 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 Good job, guys.
Thanks. Well, it's time for my nightly games with TV.
Good luck, Tokyo.
All right, thanks. See you guys later.
All right, see you everybody.
All right. Yeah.